Hello everybody, Sabran Walker from Walker Creative. In this video we're going to go over two things which are key right now in this crisis as small business owners, as practice owners, to making sure you're doing. So what are those two key things that you have to have in place as a small business owner? First of all, it's a mindset. It's that mindset that you're going to grow and prosper out of this. You're not going to back off, but you're going to communicate, you're going to connect, and you're going to build trust. You're not going to back off, but you're going to be in communication with your community, with your clients, with your customers, with your potential customers. And it's really the point here is to get into the mindset where you understand what's happening, but you're not backing down. You're saying, this is what I'm doing. I'm staying active. You know, my phones are manned. If there's emergencies, I want to be here for you. Here's even my cell phone number. If you need just someone to talk to, you can call me. But whatever my business is, if I'm a dentist, if I'm a veterinarian, if I'm a gym owner, if I'm a wealth manager, that I want to be here for you to communicate to me. I'm going to keep my phones open, but we're going to get through this. This thing will end, and when it does, we're going to grow out of it, and we're going to be better for it. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about, is getting your mindset in place for that, because if you do that and communicate that way, you're going to be in that top percentage of business owners that are going to win right now and are going to win and grow out of this. And then from that, the number 2 point is, how do you do that? I'll share a few examples because I have some clients I'm working with that are doing fantastic at getting out there and communicating. But first step, unless your customers are sort of the 18 to 30-year-old group that are going to be on Instagram, and some businesses are focusing on that, and that's fine. But a lot of my clients and most of the people that I work with are more of the 35, 40 and above audience, and for that audience, your key social media platform to be working on is Facebook, all right? And then after Facebook, of course, you have YouTube, and you have your Google My Business page, and we'll get into a couple of those things. So the point is here, in this point number 2, is get active on Facebook. Don't back down right now. Share what you're doing. If you're isolated at home, then take pictures of what your family is doing. Take pictures if you're building a sandbox in the backyard, or maybe you're swimming in your pool, or maybe you're baking a cake in the kitchen. I know it's awkward, but the truth is, if you're a doctor and you're with your family doing that and you share that with your audience, you're very real to them. You're like them. You're dealing with the situation, but you're being positive about it. And that's going to build connection. That's going to build trust, because they're going to know you as a person. They're gonna like you as a person. They're gonna see that you're real, and that is gonna put you above the competition. I have some great examples. Shout out to Dr. Stacy Funderburk out in Illinois. She's a veterinarian. She's sharing great pictures of what she's doing with her family. She's doing contests from her veterinary office where she's on video. Here's another great example of Dr. Dave McDonough. Shout out to him and his guys. He's an orthodontist in Utah, and he did a video, which you can see here, and he was just talking to his audience, just talking to his customers, saying he's there for them. He shared, look, my offices are empty, but he wanted to be there for you, and that if there's emergencies, his phones are manned, and he'll get those calls. Another great example is Dr. Bracker, Susan Bracker, a dentist in New York. You know, she's doing exercises at home, and she videoed it. She's saying, look, I'm staying active. She's taking your dog for a walk and sharing pictures of that. I know these things sound simple, and almost, you know, why would I do that? The truth is that does build connection. So if you're not used to doing that, get used to doing that. This is the time to share your life with your community. So use Facebook, put those posts out there, and if you can, use these phones. These phones are going to mean more and more as time goes on, and after this is all over, more and more people are going to be using this to find out about you. So that means your digital marketing strategy better be in place, and because it's going to be more a virtual world than it ever was before. The Zoom ideas are just going to stay in place. So take a video, take a selfie video with your phone. Talk about what you're doing. Talk about that you're here for everybody, that you know this is a difficult time. but this pandemic will come to an end, and we're going to be better for it, and we're going to grow out of it. So have empathy, share that information, then post that. That is where people are right now. They're on their social media. Be there where they are. So communicate on Facebook. And if you have a YouTube channel, then put your videos on YouTube. And if you don't have a YouTube channel, put it there. And as another point, Google My Business. How many of you out there, and you can stick it in the comments, I wonder, how many of you out there are using your Google My Business page? I know you may have a Google My Business page. It might not be as well set up as it should be, so you need to get your Google My Business page set up well. Have all the photos in there, new photos, not your old photos, and have all the information about your business. But beyond that, Google is sharp, and they about 9 months ago reactivated this idea of having a bit of a social media platform for Google, not that failed Google Plus thing from a couple years ago. So what you can do now is you can post every day, every couple days, at least once a week to your Google My Business page. You can put a picture, you can put a short video, and you can put text, you can put links back to your website. So post to your Google My Business page. It's very big for your SEO, okay? This is a huge tip. Be active right now. Be active on social media, and that includes your Google My Business page. I did a little test with a company that was doing, they weren't really doing any marketing, they just had a website. And so I activated their Google My Business page, and I said, okay, good, post, we're gonna post to that once a week, just once a week. Okay, so from October of 2019 to February 2020, we just posted once a week to the Google My Business page. Just that action alone, and they weren't really doing anything else. 150% increase in their visits to their website. And the reason for that is Google, and it's Google My Business. So they were active on Google, they were putting more and more content onto their Google My Business page, and that raised their SEO, so more and more people were finding them on Google. All right, so do these things. Number one, get into the mindset of empathy with your community, your customers, but from a leadership perspective, and lead them, be positive, share what you're doing in your life, share that we will get through this together, all right? And then number two is get active and communicate. Communicate, build connection, build that trust. That's gonna be vital right now and into the future. And that means getting active on your social media, all right? Hey, and use this as a time to update your website as well. You know, get that website really put together so that people that arrive to it will become leads and they can fill in a form, get something from you, look at a new blog. Like I said earlier, create right now. Take a moment, write a fresh new blog about how to do something, how to use your product or services. All right, there you go. My best wishes that you're safe, that you're healthy, and that we're going to rapidly, hopefully, come on, let's rapidly get through this pandemic. We'll all stay in our isolation. We'll do our best to follow these rules so that we can stay healthy and that we can get out of this, and then we're all going to grow out of it, prosper out of it.